Hello, this is Vince Roman from Burn Stainless with another episode of Vince in Shorts. I'm not wearing shorts because Southern California has just had terrible summer weather this year. It's still cloudy, it was actually drizzling on us, and here we are mid-June. But that's not super unusual for us Southern Californians to have that, but we don't like that. Anyway, to move on, last time we talked about our single stage lightweight exhaust mufflers and wanted to have one more episode here talking about our two-stage mufflers. The two-stage mufflers were developed in order to get some additional sound deadening, and they are a muffler like this. It's actually been has two stages in it. The first stage is a absorption style muffler like I showed you last time with the single stage. And then we have a baffled section of the muffler that, if you can see through this little hole, if you can direct all the exhaust through a little hole like that, you're going to get a lot of sound reduction. Now, those of you who've been here before know that you're also going to get a lot of power loss. But I'm going to show you how we minimize that power loss by opening up this muffler and taking a look at what's inside. So if you just give me a moment here, I'm going to pull this one apart. But again, just like our single stage muffler, this is completely pulled apart. And another nice feature about this two-stage muffler is that it is actually tunable. And I will show you that when I look at the insides here. So, pulled apart. Again, as I showed you, this first stage is just a packed perforated core, as we have in our single stage mufflers. And as we come to the end of that stage, we have a series of two diverters that will actually divert the flow and actually begin to break up the sound as it goes through here. And then, inside here is when it hits that plate. And the flow does not go only through that little hole, but this is actually a section of perforated core with a special stainless steel mesh packing that goes around it. So actually what happens is that the flow goes through the first stage, it hits those diverters, some of it goes through that little hole as you showed, and the rest of it is actually flows around the outside of the perforated core, flows through the perforated core, and then out the exit of the muffler. So what is happening here? There are a couple things. One, we're increasing the volume of the muffler here, which actually takes out some of the lower frequency out of the sound waves. And then we're flowing through the core, and as we're flowing through the core, we're actually using the viscous forces of the exhaust in order to dissipate some of that sound energy and convert it into heat into the muffler. So one thing that is nice about this muffler is that you do get an additional 2 to 4 decibels of drop when you compare it to a similarly sized muffler, which we show here, single stage. But you will get power reduction. So one of the most prevalent ones that we see is an LS7. So a good LS7 race motor making about 550 to 600 horsepower. The difference between one of our single stage mufflers and the two stage mufflers is going to be about 25 horsepower. So you do see that there is going to be a reduction in horsepower. But when you're at a track like Laguna Seca, you can't race if you go over the limit. So a lot of us I know would rather race than not race. So that's really the purpose of this kind of a muffler, is really to get you down under the regulations at a particular racetrack. But again, this is a modular piece, so you could actually remove this for a race, reassemble this. Now, you will not be as quiet as a single stage muffler, but you will get some muffling out of this configuration, and you won't have the power reduction that you would get when you put this insert in. So it's a very nice package. It's a nice package if you just have to get a couple extra decibels of sound attenuation for a particular track. and, it's tunable. So I think it's a great product, and if anybody would like to get some more information on that, please go to our website or give us a call at 949-631-5120. Thank you very much, and we will see you next time on the next episode of Vince in Shorts. Take care. Bye.